Motherfucker, chopper.
Thanks for joining Pan.
Sure. You guys, you better watch out for the sun, okay? Later on, it's gonna bite you.
Thanks for joining Adrian Serguda.
Once you're in an original dumpster, go to an LS Customs either at the bottom of the map near the airport or in the middle of the city. Drive through the LS Customs car park. If it's not there, drive away and come back again. You'll need to drive about 200 meters away from the LS Customs to get new cars sorted. And as you can see here, after about 1 hour, we got it to spawn. And that's
Thanks for joining Nils.
cars in GTA Online Part 1. The Gold or Chrome Dumpster. First thing you're going to need is an original dumpster. You can do this. The easiest way to get it is by calling Miss Baker and requesting one. Once you're in an original dumpster, go to an LS Customs either at the bottom of the map near the airport or in the middle of the city. Drive through the LS Customs car park.
Thanks for joining Jego.
Drive away and come
Ciao,
back again.
ciao.
You need to drive about 200 meters away from the
slow down a bit to try to make the car spawn. Now after it spawns, all I want you guys to do is get in the car, drive into Los Santos, and put insurance on this car. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, peace. How to get the Dubster 2 in GT Online. So yeah, let's get started. All you guys need to do is make sure that you're in a casino penthouse, and also make sure that you're in an invite-only session. First thing that you guys have to do is call Miss Baker. And after you guys call Miss Baker, I want you guys to scroll down to car services and request a dubstep. Then I want you guys to take this route between the hours of 7
Thanks for
a.m.
joining
to 7
Devin
p.m.
Wright.
I want you guys to take this exact route that I'm taking. Now, it will take you guys a while this car to spawn. What I most recommend you guys to do is, while you're approaching Los Santos Customs, I want you guys to make a wide turn and slow down a bit to try to make the car spawn. Now after it spawns, all I want you guys to do is get in the car, drive into Los Santos, and put insurance on this car. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, peace. How to get the Dubster 2 in GT Online. So yeah, let's get started. So all you guys need to do is make sure that you're in a casino penthouse, and also make sure that you're in an invite-only session for this to work. First thing that you guys have to do is call Miss Baker. And after you guys call Miss Baker, I want you guys to scroll down to car services and request a dubstep. And I want you guys to take this route between the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I want you guys to take this exact route that I'm taking. Now, it will take you guys a while for this cart to spawn. What I mostly recommend you guys to do is, while you're approaching Los Angeles Customs, I want you guys to make a wide turn and slow down a bit to try to make the car spawn. Now, after it spawns, all I want you guys to do is get in the car, drive into Los Angeles, and put insurance on this car. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, peace. Out to get the Dubsta 2 in GT Online. So yeah, let's get started. All you guys need to do is make sure that you're in Casino Penthouse, and also make sure that you're in an invite-only session for this to work. The first thing that you guys have to do is call Miss Baker. And after you guys call Miss Baker, I want you guys to scroll down to car services and request a Dubsta. But I want you guys to take this route between the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I want you guys to take this exact route that I'm taking.
Thanks
Now,
for joining
it
Wicked.
will take you guys a while for this cart to spawn. What I mostly recommend you guys to do is, while you're approaching Los Angeles Customs, I want you guys to make a wide turn, slow down a bit to try to make the car spawn. Now, after it spawns, all I want you guys to do is get in the car, drive into Los Angeles, and put insurance on this car. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, peace. How to get the Dubsta 2 in GT Online. So yeah, let's get started. All you guys need to do is make sure that you're on a Casino Penthouse, and also make sure that you're in an invite-only session for this to work. First thing that you guys have to do is call Miss Baker. And after you guys call Miss Baker, I want you guys to scroll down to car services.
Thanks for
and
joining
request
Wicked.
the Dubsta. But I want you guys to take this route between the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I want you guys to take this exact route that I'm taking. Now, it will take you guys a while for this cart to spawn.
Thanks for
What I
joining
mostly
Manuel
recommend you guys
Arana.
to do is, while you're approaching Los Angeles Customs, I want you guys to make a wide turn, slow down a bit to try to make the car spawn. Now, after it spawns, all I want you guys to do is get in the car, drive into Los Angeles, and put insurance on this car. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Yeah, peace. How to get the Dubsta 2 in GT Online. So yeah, let's get started. All you guys
Thanks for
need to do
joining
is make
Misa.
sure that you're in the Casino Penthouse. Make sure that you're in an invite-only session for this. First thing that you guys have to do is call Miss Baker. And after you guys call Miss Baker, I want you guys to scroll down to car services and request a Dubsta. But I want you guys to take this route between the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I want you guys to take this exact route that I'm taking. Now, it will take you guys a while for this cart to spawn. What I mostly recommend you guys to do is, while you're approaching Los Angeles Customs, I want you guys to make a wide turn, slow down a bit to try to make the car spawn. Now, after it spawns, all I want you guys to do is get in the car, drive into Los Angeles, and put insurance on this car. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, peace. How to get the Dubsta 2 to Online. So yeah, let's get started. All you guys need to do is make sure that you're in a house, and also make sure that you're in an invite-only session for this. First thing that you guys have to do is call Miss Baker. And after you guys call Miss Baker, I want you guys to scroll down to car services and request a Dubsta. But I want you guys to take this route between the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I want you guys to take this exact route that I'm taking. Now, it will take you guys a while for this cart to spawn. What I mostly recommend you guys to do is, while you're approaching Los Angeles Customs, I want you guys to make a wide turn, slow down a bit, try to make the car spawn. Now, after it spawns, all I want you guys to do is get in the car, drive into Los Angeles, and put insurance on this car. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Yeah, peace. How to get the Dubsta 2 to Online. So yeah, let's get started. So all you guys need to do is make sure that you're in a Casino Penthouse, and also make sure that you're in an invite-only session. First thing that you guys have to do is call Miss Baker. And after you guys call Miss Baker, I want you guys to scroll down to car services and request a Dubsta. But I want you guys to take this route between the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I want you guys to take this exact route that I'm taking. Now, it will take you guys a while for this cart to spawn. What I mostly recommend you guys to do is, while you're approaching Los Angeles Customs, I want you guys to make a wide turn, slow down a bit to try to make the car spawn. Now after it spawns, all I want you guys to do is get in the car, drive into Los
Thanks for
Santos,
joining
put
Bilgar.
insurance on this car. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, peace.
Right there.
How to get the Dubstep 2 in GTA Online. So yeah, let's get started. All you guys need to do is make sure that you own a penthouse, and also make sure that you're in an invite-only session for this. The first thing that you guys have to do is call Miss Baker. After you guys call Miss Baker, I want you guys to scroll down to car services and request the Dubstep. Then I want you guys to take this route between the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I want you guys to take this exact route that I'm taking. Now, it will take you guys a while for this car to spawn. What I mostly recommend you guys to do is, while you're approaching Los Santos Customs, I want you guys to make a wide turn, slow down a bit, to try to make the car spawn. Now after it spawns, all I want you guys to do is get in the car, drive into Los Santos, and put insurance on this car. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Yeah, peace. How to get the Dubstep 2 online. So yeah, let's get started. All you guys need to do is make sure that you own a casino house, and also make sure that you're in an invite-only session for this. First thing that you guys have to do is call Miss Baker. And after you guys call Miss Baker, I want you guys to scroll down to car services and request the Dubstep. Then I want you guys to take this route between the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Thanks for joining
I want you
Stephanie
guys to
instead.
take this exact route that I'm taking. Now, it will take you guys a while for this car to spawn. What I mostly recommend you guys to do is, while you're approaching Los Santos Customs, I want you guys to make a wide turn, slow down a bit, to try to make the car spawn. Now after it spawns, all I want you guys to do is get in the car, drive into Los Santos, and put insurance on this car. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, peace. How to get the Dubstep 2 online. So yeah, let's get started. All you guys need to do is make sure that you own a house, and make sure that you're in an invite-only session for this. First thing that you guys have to do is call Miss Baker. And after you guys call Miss Baker, I want you guys to scroll down to car services and request the Dubstep. Then I want you guys to take this route between the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I want you guys to take this exact route that I'm taking. Now, it will take you guys a while for this car to spawn. What I mostly recommend you guys to do is, while you're approaching Los Santos Customs, I want you guys to make a wide turn, slow down a bit, to try to make the car spawn. Now after it spawns, all I want you guys to do is get in the car, drive into Los Santos, and put insurance on this car. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Yeah, peace. How to get the Dubstep 2 online. So yeah, let's get started. So all you guys need to do is make sure that you own a house, and also make sure that you're in an invite-only session for this to work. First thing that you guys
Thanks
have
for
to
joining
do is call
Lou
Miss
Franco.
Baker. And after you guys call Miss Baker, I want you guys to scroll down to car services and request the Dubstep. Then I want you guys to take this route between the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I want you guys to take this exact route that I'm taking.
Thanks for
Now,
joining Detroit.
it will take you guys a while for this car to spawn. What I mostly recommend you guys to do is, while you're approaching Los Santos Customs, I want you guys to make a wide turn, slow down a bit, to try to make the car spawn. Now after it spawns, all I want you guys to do is get in the car, drive into Los Angeles, and put insurance on this car. So that's pretty much it, guys.
Thanks for joining Sam
This
Sam.
is the regular.
Wait here from 18:30 to 19 o'clock. When the time hits 19 o'clock, turn around and look for me.
You don't want none of this, bitch. Back up.
Equip sniper rifle and take out the driver. Now head to the mariachi and drive after it. Careful not to destroy Mario. Once clear, call Lester to room. Rated level. Yes, sir. We have the original mariachi and modded Mario. One you go in. How to get the rare Mario Channel mariachi and drive after it.
Thanks for joining Elsa
Careful
Bubbles
not to destroy
AWM.
mariachi. Equip sniper rifle and take out the driver. Now head to the mariachi and drive after it. Be careful not to destroy mariachi. Once clear, call Lester to remove wanted level. Yes, sir. We have the original mariachi and Bobby Mario. How to get the rare mariachi tornado? I will show you how. Come to this location on map. Wait here from 18:30 to 19 o'clock. When the time hits 19 o'clock, turn around and look for police. Equip sniper rifle and take out the driver. Now head to the mariachi and drive after it.
Thanks for joining
Careful
Cole.
not to destroy mariachi. Once clear, call Lester to remove wanted level. Yes, sir. We have the original
Thanks for
mariachi
joining
and
B.
Bobby Mario. Which one you going with? How to get
This is how to get the Mexican mariachi car in G.
I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could get you satisfaction. And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide.
Thanks for joining Mateo L.
See, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. And this one slide. 2,000 shorties wanna tie the knot. I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could get you satisfaction. And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. And let this one slide. 2,000 shorties wanna tie the knot. I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could get you satisfaction. And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide. 2,000 shorties wanna tie the knot. I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could get you satisfaction. And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up,
Thanks for joining Elise Joy.
left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide.
Thanks for joining J Vance.
2,000 shorties wanna tie the knot. I could dance like Michael Jackson.
Let me get this
I could get
rare
you
car.
satisfaction. And you know we out here every day
This
with it.
rare
I'ma show
car.
you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide. 2,000 shorties wanna tie the knot. I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could get you satisfaction. And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. And this one slide. 2,000 shorties wanna tie the knot. I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could get you satisfaction. And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Can't let this one slide. 2,000 shorties wanna tie the knot. I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could get you satisfaction. And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide,
Thanks for joining Thomas Ringwald.
right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. this one slide.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
2,000 shorties wanna tie the knot. I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could get you
Let's
satisfaction.
go.
And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide.
Where are we at, Frank?
Right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we rock the slide. And let this one slide.
Alright.
2,000 shorties wanna tie the knot. I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could get you satisfaction. And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we rock the slide. And let this one slide. 2,000 shorties wanna tie the knot. I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could get you satisfaction. And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. And this one slide. 2,000 shorties wanna tie the knot. I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could get you satisfaction. And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. And let this one slide. 2,000 shorties wanna tie the knot. I could dance like Michael Jackson. I could get you satisfaction. And you know we out here every day with it. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide.
Thanks for joining Tyson J. Albert.
Do you want to get this?
How to get the rare horse.
Okay, so this one. Not rare, but really easy. You need to go to this location. You need to get there just before 7 p.m. Also, don't get too close, otherwise it will not spawn.
Alright, so the next vehicle we're going to try and get is the, like, coloured surfer. It spawns around daytime, so it's like 6, 7 o'clock right now in the morning. So I've got a nice surfer right now, but it's generally, I've been driving about since like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Thanks
but
for
we've
joining
managed to
Natalie,
get
bro.
the all green blazer. Oh, you don't know how long it's taken. But yeah, this is the all green blazer. So let's go store it and let's hop straight into the next car. This car is so slow, it's literally struggling to get up this hill. Like, come on, mate. Come on, push for it, buddy. You've got it. You've got it.
Come on, buddy, you gotta push for it, boy. You gotta.
Sweet. Now we've got 3 out of 20. But 17 more to go. Let's hop on to the next car. Right, the next vehicle we're gonna get is the mariachi band vehicles. Who's got a mariachi band? So let's just call Lester.
Thanks for joining Satnam PBX.
Come on.
Hi, hello, how you doing?
And get rid of the wanted level. Alright, so the next vehicle we're gonna try and get is the, like, coloured surfer. It spawns around daytime, so it's like 6, 7 o'clock right now in the morning. So I've got a nice surfer right now, but it's like the one we're trying to get is like coloured. I think you can get either like a...
How to obtain this ultra-rare mariachi car in GT Online.
Today I'm going to show you where to find a mariachi car in GT.
Today I've just got some work in some casino, penthouse, gobble.
Get the rare
How to get the rarest car in GT Online.
Our bitch is gay. Hitman in a top try see
Come to this location and make sure you are in
Hugging my brothers and say
GTL.
that I love them, but I don't swing that way.
Run to the back of the
Man, them
scrapyard,
celebrate Eid,
and
the
there
trap's
will
still
be
running
a
on
1%
Christmas Day.
chance of the car spotting.
Somebody told Doja Cat that I'm trying to indulge in that. In my grey tracksuit, see the bulge in that. See the...
From around 8 a.m. all the way to 5 p.m. So make sure you guys are in this area from the morning
Thanks
till
for
about,
joining
like,
Sonia.
late afternoon, I'd say. Those are the only times you guys are going to spawn in, so make sure you guys take that into consideration. But first off, what you guys want to do...
How to find a rare car in GT online. Go to this location. Easy will spawn here from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Most GTA players walk past this little alley without even looking. Today I finally checked it for the 20th time, and bro, this spot actually spawned a fully modded ramp buggy hiding right between the houses. Just walking slow, not sprinting, slide through the gap exactly like this, and you'll spot that shiny metal peak before the full reveal hits you, beginners. You should try this because it's basically a free chaos machine waiting for someone to claim it. Yes, it really does spawn here if you come back a few times. Here's the exact map spot, screenshot it before you forget, and if you want the mod menu I use in this clip, check my bio, or just drop a comment and I'll send it to you if you want to make your game way easier. Most GTA
It's
players
coming,
walk
it's
past this
coming.
little alley without even looking. Today
Thanks
I
for
finally
joining
checked it
Upway
for the
Ojek
20th
Index,
time.
pointing at the viewer.
This spot actually spawned
No,
a
no,
fully
no.
modded ramp buggy hiding right between the houses. Just walking slow, not
Thanks
sprinting.
for joining
Slide through the
Sebastian.
gap exactly like this, and you'll spot that shiny metal peak before
Thanks
the
for
full
joining
reveal
Jose
hits
Rodriguez.
You. Begin the rarest.
Thanks for joining TX. KSS.
Online, so
Thanks for joining WTF Bert.
Oh,
Thanks for joining Remco Curvers.
I traveled all the way to Allentown,
Thanks for
Pennsylvania
joining
to go
Sammy.
undercover in the Unkibble kitchen and answer all of the juicy questions everyone's been dying to know. Is Unkibble actually worth the price? How is it even paid? I am here to deliver tea on absolutely everything. You couldn't already tell by our very cute outfits. Safety and sanitation was a top priority during our entire visit. We got to walk through the entire process of exactly how Unkibble is
found
made,
it.
from the negative 10-degree freezer to the 18-hour freeze drying process. And I even got to fill
I
my own
found
bag
it.
of Unkibble. I have been I really thought I knew everything to know about Unkibble. But I have to admit, I was so blown away, and I have such a newfound appreciation for this company after learning about all the safety standards and all the processes they go through to make this food the best quality possible for our dogs. They were so transparent, they even allowed us to ask the leadership all of the most common questions we were constantly seeing in the comment section. So I hate to leave it on a cliffhanger, but stay tuned because I will be exposing it all. In the meantime, if you've been on the fence about trying Unkibble out, I mean, take this as your sign. You can use the code Winston50 to get 50% off on your very first order.
Yo, what's up guys?
Hey.
I will show you how to get all rare cars in GTA 5 Online. So these are some of the vehicles I'll be showing today. You can get all these cars completely solo. Now let's jump straight into it. Start with the golden chrome Dubsta, and this is a really consistent method. Start, make your way over to this location on the map. Then you need to call Miss Baker. You do need
Thanks
to
for
take a
joining
seat
Kian.
windows.
Murphy.
Now select car service and request the Dubsta. It will spawn next to you. This is a modified version of the Dubsta, which will make it easier to spawn in the Dubsta. Make sure it's midday and then follow my route. Don't drive too fast, so it's time to
Thanks for
spawn in.
joining GDR XX.
You simply drive to the highway, and if you're lucky, the chrome Dubsta will spawn down there. So I will now make my way over to the car. For me, it worked on my first try, but if it doesn't spawn in on your first try, just keep driving on the highway for a little bit and then turn around. Do the tilt spawns. So here you can see
Ready?
the chrome dubsta, we will use it to spawn in the gold dubsta at a different location. Later you can also sell them for about $23,000 or put lost theft prevention on it to make it your personal vehicle.
Thanks for joining Marching L.
So for the gold dubsta, we have to go to the Alice Customs in the city. It will spawn in this parking lot. So just follow my route again. We will go about 2 blocks away from the Alice Customs so it has a chance to spawn in. The previous methods that I showed weren't as consistent as this one. I couldn't even find the gold dubsta with those methods, but with this method it spawned on my second try. So here it is. The gold version is a little bit more rare and you can now either store it to your garage or sell it. You could also keep one of these cars and then use it every time to spawn another one to sell. They both sell for
Thanks for joining.
Bro, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
First need to send King XL. You can buy it on the Southern Sending Free.
Fucker don't put my fucking
You
not
need
too
the XL
all the way
version
out
and
there.
not the normal one. Now, your boss may you go to online jobs, play job, Rockstar created, go to missions and start trying to get away. It will open at rank 21, so you should have it unlocked. Then just start it on your own. Now make way over to this highway near Port Sangudo. So get in your Sand King XL and drive down this road. It should spawn right around the intersection. If it doesn't spawn in, drive through the gas station. Ride it a couple times.
Thanks
and
for
if it still
joining
doesn't
G.
Spawn, drive away and come back. Here it spawned in for me. There are actually 2 versions of it, the yellow and blue one. I will try to get the blue one after this. So now steal the car and then you can store it in your garage.
Oh, where's the car? It disappeared.
Here you can see the blue version. So now I will drive to one of my garages and store it. You can now quit the mission and when you're back you can either sell it for $18,000 or just keep the car. There's another faster method to get a rare Sand King fast, so it's time to spawn in. You simply drive to the highway and if you're lucky the chrome dubsta will spawn down there. So I will now make my way over to the car. For me it worked on my first try, but if it doesn't spawn in on your first try, just keep driving on the highway for a little bit and then turn around until it spawns. So here you can see the chrome dubsta, we will use it to spawn in the dubsta at a different location. Later you can also turn. Yo, what's up guys? I don't need to call this Baker. You do need to own a casino penthouse.
When a workspace comes together, you can just feel it. When we were redesigning this workspace, we really wanted our team to feel appreciated. We needed a space for them to share ideas and actually enjoy being in. Working with National Business Furniture was amazing. They had everything we needed all in one place. You can work with one of their experts and really collaborate to build a space that works for your team. They didn't just help us pick furniture. They helped us make this place ours.
Where you at, Frank?
I'm doing a nice roof.
Oh, hi.
This clock and bar.
You got an MOC? No. Mobile Operations Center. It's a motorcycle club. This fucking guy.
My bad. I got a motorcycle. My bad. Talking about like a terabyte?
Yeah, like the batons, but MOC though, not the terabyte.
So just follow my route again. We'll go 2 blocks away from the Alice Customs so it has a chance to spawn in. The previous methods that I showed weren't as consistent as this one. I couldn't even find the gold dubsta with those methods, but with this method it spawned on my second try. So here it is. The gold version is a little bit rare and you can now either store it in your
What car is
garage or
this?
sell it. You could also keep one of these cars
This
and
a
then
rare
use it
car?
every time to spawn another one to sell. They both sell for the same amount.
Ain't no way.
Moving on to the Sand King XL.
Hey,
To
come
spawn
back
it,
here.
you first need the Sand King XL. You can buy it on the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website or steal one of its
Fuckers,
screens.
go.
You need the XL version and not the normal one. Now open your pause menu, go to Find Jobs, Play Job, Rockstar created, missions and start Time to Get Away. It will open at rank 21, so you should have it unlocked.
Dude, get the fuck out of here, bro.
And just start it on your own. Now make way over to this highway near Fort Sankudo. So get in your Sand King XL and drive down this road. It should spawn right around the intersection. If it doesn't spawn in, drive through the gas station. Try it a couple times, and if it still doesn't spawn, drive away and come back.
Hey, why did they got sport cars over here?
Thanks for joining Birdie.
Here it spawned in for me. There are actually two versions of it,
Shit.
yellow and blue one.
You guys took a
One
Lamborghini.
after this. So now still
Thanks for joining a bit S.
garage. Here you can see the blue version. So now I will drive to one of my garages and store it.
Thanks for joining Ruben.
You can now quit the mission, and when you're back, you can either sell it for about $18,000 or just keep the car. There's another faster method to get the rare Sand King XL, which I will now show. Come over to this road near Sandy Shores Airfield. You can do this from morning on 8 afternoon. To up the chances of spawning it, drive with a Sand King XL. So this one, you can buy it or get one of it, but make sure it's the XL one, so the 4 doors one and not the 2 doors one.
Sometimes life can be a little messy, but with next-gen Nubella Performance Fabric at Ashley, got your whole home covered. And get back to what you love, messes and all.
Thanks for joining Abluudi.
I'm right here, bro.
Everything was last time. What?
Thanks for joining Noel Ripwailer. Thanks for joining AOT Stone.
Now just drive slowly and keep looking to the right.
Thanks for joining Zachary Gomez.
I will speed this part up. Once you're past Dallas Customs, look to your left and the truck should be there. Here in baby blue, very nice yellow. The yellow one is actually the only pre-customized vehicle spawns in with ice white wheels. Next up, we seriously have a really rare vehicle with GT Line that you probably have never seen anyone drive before. To spawn it, you will need Garment Factory, register as a boss and access the Darno app. Start a fine art file and then do the facial recognition setup. First go to the location where you have to take out some cards, then break into the trunk of a car, and from there you have to go to the vantage. Launch the drone by pressing right on the D-pad, and here you will see the lawnmower. As far as I know, this is literally get it to spawn in remote. So quickly complete the mission by scanning
Thanks for joining Corey's.
It's obviously really slow and it easily gets stuck because of the blade, so I highly recommend calling Lester to remove your vehicle, otherwise it will be nearly impossible to keep them. You can now just drive around friends or other players and take pictures of it. So on a side note, it's gotta be the brightest headlight on any vehicle game. I guess it helps with towing the grass.
Thanks for joining MAJKEL. Thanks for joining Dami and Blue.
Make sure you're not already at the location, so drive to it in any car and the big limousine should spawn here. The reason why it's rare is because you can't actually customize the stretch in GT Line. You can buy it and it will be stored as a Pegasus vehicle, but you can't change the color, so that makes this one unique. This next car is pretty tricky to get. It's the Mexican Tornado. First come over to this exact
Thanks for
location.
joining WowWhy Around Decks.
Or helicopter. Face the same way as I do. Away from the small location, we do at 6:30 p.m. in game time, and as soon as it hits 7 p.m., the car should spawn behind you on the mountain. So now just grab a normal slide right on the driver. Then fly to the mountain. There are also some cops, so take them out if you want, and now just get in the Tornado and drive it off the cliff. You can now remove the wanted level by calling Lester, and you can then save it in your garage or go to Dallas Customs.
So here's the truth, you can't feed your dog real food without the high price tag and taking up all your freezer space. This is my kibble by Smart Tango, and it's been a game changer for my 5 minutes.
You haven't heard of it, Kibble is a fresh dry food made with real whole ingredients, things like chicken, barley, and sweet potatoes. And it's cooked at low temperatures to keep nutrients in, then dried to stay fresh. So it's basically fresh food you can store in your pantry. Nutritionally, it gives your dog everything you expect from fresh food. Better digestion, shinier coats, more energy, and an improved appetite. And here's what makes it perfect for my multi-home household. It's shelf-stable. No freezer space required, no fun, just scoop and serve, and everyone's fed in minutes. And typically it's 40% more affordable than fresh frozen dog food, which makes one of the most accessible dog foods on the market. With 5 dogs, those savings really add up. Since switching, my dogs have had better digestion, glossier coats, and honestly, way more excitement at mealtime. It's real food formulated by vets, and my pet is absolutely obsessed. So if you're ready to upgrade your dog food,
I love it. Every morning we walk
Thanks for joining I'll Do It Better if you can.
running with minimal management. They make my job very easy. Staff's job very easy.
To spawn in these cars, you can be in any session, so the invite-only session or public session, but make sure at least 20 minutes at fast since the lobby got created. So if you're doing it in a public session, you don't have to wait 20 minutes because the lobby already got created before that. Anyway, they go to the locations that I show in this video. There are 3 in total. Location number 1 is over here. This is pretty much a new random event. So once it spawns in, you will see both these cars. And steal one of them, and then you will get a 2-star wanted level. By calling Lester, you can easily remove the level. If you drive too far away from the event, the other police car will disappear. But if you stay around the location, you can ask a friend to steal the other car. The second location is at the Davis Police Station, so at the inbound lot. If they don't spawn in for you, I recommend that you keep finding new public sessions till they spawn in. You can also buy them on the Barstock website, but they are each a couple of, so this way you can test drive them for free. The third location is in the Flowers Stadium. It can either spawn in this parking lot or at the front. To get one of the rarest cars in GT Line, the Lost Slam Van, you need a motorcycle clubhouse, and it has to be this one. Other clubhouses also work, but we need a mission at a specific location, and some clubhouses don't give you the right location. Go inside your clubhouse and then where you can start MC contracts. Need the contract called correct. If you don't see it, start any of these contracts and then find a new session. Now go back to the contract board. This time I got it, so start this one called correct. outside so you can see the location. It has to say Step City, other locations don't work. So make your way over to Step City and then take everyone out. Don't use explosives, cause you might blow up the Lost Lamp van. Don't crack the safe. When you did that, get inside the Lost Lamp van. It should spawn over here. Now drive to the drop-off point.
Thanks for joining Massimo Sabillo.
When you deliver it, you will still have the Lost Lamp van, and now you can freely drive around. So with this method, you can't save it, but you can take some cool pictures of it, make a video, show off to your friends, or simply drive around in it. Is one of the hardest vehicles to spawn. It's up there with the lobster, but it might even be more difficult. It can spawn at the docks on Elysian Island, specifically area. It can also spawn near the Ellis Customs at the airport, but it's way less consistent.
Fuckers try to run away.
Sassy Furry.
I recommend that you look around for this
The
exact
red car.
script rock. That's because it's a utility class vehicle, and the dock is also in this class. So if you drive around in a specific class, other
I'm trying to see where they're gonna go,
vehicles will
but
likely spawn. That's also just good to know for other vehicles. Dock can spawn all throughout the day, but not at night. So you just have to keep driving down this road left, because it can either spawn somewhere there or drive around. I won't waste your
That's
time,
not
so
an
more than
NPC
one
driving
day later it spawned for me, casually parked. This is actually my second time that I had to spawn it in. First time that it spawned, an NPC was driving in it. Now there's a really cool trick that you can do with this vehicle. If you request your MOC on where you can dock to carry the MOC. It's kind of funny because it's a pretty small truck, but it can still carry the MOC trailer. The next one, come over to this location on the map. Then just drive to this area and the dogs will spawn here. In my experience, it's a guaranteed spawn in public sessions. It's not as consistent in invite-only sessions. So if you didn't know, you can't actually buy this vehicle. The only way to unlock one is by reaching a certain rank in Arena War. That one is green, so it's more special, but why spend hundreds of hours when you can get it for free? So the fact that it spawns in the city is really nice, because then you are already at the most populated area where you can throw other players with the blade, which you can move using your right analog stick. Next vehicle can be found at the Merryweather base. It's over here on the map, and then drive in.
Thanks for joining Albertad.
Now look in the water and see if you can find a yellow submarine. It's actually called the submersible, and you
Thanks
can
for
also
joining
buy it, but
Finesse
it's very
J.
expensive for what you get. In this method, you can just try it out for free and explore underwater. Moving on to the FIB Buffalo, I will show two methods in this video, one in a mission and one for free mode. So open your pause menu, go to online, jobs, play job, Rockstar created, missions, and look for the mission called Time to Get Away. It opens at rank 21, so you should have it unlocked. You can start it on your own and then make your way over to the party. I recommend that you use the armored combat. That would just make eliminating all these enemies easier. Once you did that, rescue this guy and then drive to the highway. Now Now the enemies that will spawn here are in the FIB Buffalo, so take one and now you can drive around. What's nice about this method is that multiple buffaloes spawn, so you can play with your friend and then cruise around with them. You cannot save this car, but you can take cool pictures, gameplay with it. Now I will show you how to get this amazing car. First make your way over to this location. We need to drive around this block. You can use any car, but it's better if you use a high-end car. It has to be between 20
Where's
to
that guy
50
Jay
in
Nathaniel?
time. Don't drive too fast so the car can spawn in.
Where's Jay Nathaniel? Oh, yeah, I kinda sent it.
I still didn't get it after driving around 3
You
times.
kinda
You
join?
can actually know if you still have a chance to spawn it in if you go to this location. If you see the pink limousine over here, it can still spawn. That's a trick that I found out myself.
You got it?
So I will now go back and keep trying. This is actually a similar car that we are trying to find. They are both. So if you see this guy, the car steal it, is the chance to spawn in the rare car. This is the car that we are looking for, the Sentinel XS. There's a purple and yellow green version of it. Now you can drive it to the LS Customs. From here, you can put lost theft prevention on it, or you can sell the car for about $17,000. When you have this car, you can drive around the block again and it will spawn in very easily. So this is the yellow version. This one sells for almost $15,000. The next rare car that we will get is the red loader. You can get a yellow and green version. First come over to this location on the map with a muscle car. It will spawn in between 6 and 9 AM in game time. If you just follow the same route as I do, it will spawn 9 out of 10 times. So drive over here and make sure you drive slowly.
No, that shit was badass under here.
Oh, go.
Then stop right over here and look to your left.
Thanks for joining PILAPONG.
Can you check the box over there?
I just sped this part up, so now just keep driving like I do and the red loader should spawn right over here. Now you can drive it inside Baker's garage and put insurance on it if you want. For a dump truck, make your way over to this area. It's like a big construction site. These trucks can spawn during daytime. This is the largest land vehicle in the entire game, so it's pretty cool. And nobody wants to pay $1 million for this dump, so might as well try it for free. Once you got one of them to spawn, a bunch will spawn across this area.
When a workspace comes together, you can just feel it. When we were redesigning this workspace, we really wanted our team to feel appreciated. We needed a space for them to share ideas and actually enjoy being in. Working with National Business Furniture was amazing. They had everything we needed all in one place. You can work with one of their experts and really collaborate to build a space that works for your team. They didn't just help us pick furniture. They helped us make this place ours.
Thanks for joining Emma Colburn.
Refresh your space with a mid-century makeover at Ashley. Discover vibrant and bold pieces that are inspired by the past and made for today. It's time to get retro with Ashley. Shop in-store and online.
The next car is the Clown Van. You can unlock this one by reaching level 75 in the arena, but we can drive it by bookmarking a job. I will leave the link in the pinned comment. It's actually a job that I came across from Rockstar in 2021. They restart your game so the job appears in game. So now you can drive the Clown Van and it also has the Clown Horn. You can freely drive around and take pictures of the van or complete the race. It's a pretty fun race with jobs. Onto a similar vehicle, Space Docker. This one can also be unlocked through by reaching level 1000. This is one of the craziest vehicles in GTA. In order to get your hands on it, pause me.
Thanks for joining LB Griffin.
Rockstar created that missions and start a tighten off the job. Drive to the airport and use the Corona again to make things easier. On the right you will see this massive truck, the dock handler, although it can't even pick up containers, but you can move the magnet. Now I don't recommend you doing this, instead watch me struggle as I try to get this thing out of the airport into the city. Almost all these fences are unbreakable and it was this vehicle so slow.
Thanks for joining Beneath.
Get up to, but here I made it and I drove around in the city. Now I will show how to save the new buggy. First open your boss menu, go to line, jobs, play job, start missions and start chopper tail. That will spawn here are in the FIB Buffalo, so pick one and now you can drive around. What's nice about this method
Thanks for
is that
joining Arnoldo
Buffalo
Lopez.
spawn, so you can play with your friend and then cruise around with them. You cannot save this car, but you can take pictures, gameplay or roleplay with it. Non-stop, but it might even be more difficult. Start MC contract. It's obviously really slow and it gets stuck because of the blades. So I highly recommend calling Lester to remove your wanted level, otherwise it will be nearly impossible to do that. You can now just drive around the free mode for friends or other players and take pictures of it. Also on a side note, this gotta be the brightest headlight on any vehicle. But you can't change the color, so that makes it if they don't spawn in,
Thanks for joining Paul F.
spawn in these cars, you can be in any session, so the invite-only session or public session, but make sure at least 20 minutes have passed since the lobby got created. If you're doing it in a public session, you don't have to wait 20 minutes because the lobby already got created before that. Anyway, then go to locations that I show in this video. There are 3 in total. Location number 1 is over here. This is pretty much a new random event, so once it spawns in, you will see both police cars. You can steal one of them and then you will get a 2-star wanted level. By calling Lester, you can easily remove wanted level. If you drive too far away from the event, the other police car will disappear, but if you stay around the location, you can ask a friend to steal the other cop car. The second location is at the Davis police station, so at the impound lot. If they don't spawn in for you, I recommend that you keep finding new sessions till they spawn in. Also buy them on the Warstock website, but they are each a couple of minutes, so this way you can test drive them for free. The third location is in the Vauxhall neighborhood. It can either spawn in this parking lot or at the front. To get one of the rarest cars in GT Online, the Lost Slam Van, you need a motorcycle clubhouse and it has to be this one. Other clubhouses also, but we need a mission at a specific location and some clubhouses don't give the right location. Go inside your clubhouse and then go to the where you can start MC contracts. Contract called correct. If you don't see it, start any of these contracts and then find a new session. Keep driving down this road left because it can either spawn somewhere there or it will drive around. I won't waste your time, so more than one in-game day later it spawns consistent. I don't. So be your boss. Okay, stop.
Chat, look at what I got for my grand.
Got the invite, Frank? Alright, guys, Frank. Huh?
You cannot save this car, but you can take cool pictures, gameplay or roleplay with it. Now I will show you how to get this amazing car. First make your way over to this location. We need to drive around this block. And then after driving back, or you can sell the car back with a muscle car. It will spawn in between 6 and 9 AM in game time. If you just follow the same route as I do, it will spawn 9 out of 10 times. So drive over here and make sure you drive slow. The jump appears in game, so now you can drive in a clone van and it also can, but you can move magnet. This car anymore. I will now try to spot you.
Thanks for joining Roberto Pardo Mancia.
Zigzag parking lots, but as you can see, here's the adder and you can now steal it. A lot of players don't know this, but it's that you can spot such a high-end car in GT Online. You can drive around in it, for example, test drive it or let your friends drive in it.
Thanks for joining Alexander
Next up,
Murachev.
probably have the rare fit for your friend. It's pictures of it and all that. It won't give you this much. Driving testing quick. Now set the match to 1 round if I defriend the start.
Hey guys, in today's video, we will be going alternative. Now the mariachi is able to. But for now, this is the first after 10 rarity.
Thanks for joining Carol.
For the third vehicle, therefore I have to find the car in the street, test the right customization, and decide whether or not you want it. Custom comes with many different the arena war office. So to get this car, just being, that's it, now gather our 7th vehicle. Being the elderly. So with that, we now have 6. So to get this car, just come to this location, up and down the road onto the spawn. This only took me a couple of minutes to spawn. Nevertheless, still have Ravi. So with that, we now have 6 Ravi. For the next vehicle, we'll be getting a car that is normally unobtainable throughout the most feature. That is of course one of the limited time event cars. This being the elderly Frankenstein, the LCC Mantis, the elderly Electro, and the Western Stirring. Out of all of these, I picked the Frankenstein. I think this is one of them all. And it's the only one that
Thanks for joining Niwi Sisi.
once you get any of the other event vehicles, then you will either have to wait for them to reappear or to buy them from one of your friends. The only purchasable on Halloween. That's it. Now get it out. That is of course the map rally. But if not, just wait. Otherwise, so these one, and with that, we've now found it's but for now, let's pick up one of the Target tornadoes and use the spawn to grab it. And keep driving up and down this road until they eventually spawn. I reckon I had to change the spawning, but I literally did this for multiple hours now. There is, however, a much easier and quicker way to obtain this car, but it requires a friend. Quite the friend to the mission. Just stay at the family shop after. I was searching for this. We got a rare progression lock vehicle. They found an extremely rare unobtainable color. Making this video was extremely fun to do, and a lot. So I would really appreciate it. But for now, that's all I have for you. Bye.
Money making is at the heart of GTA Online, and if you want to make lots of video game money every single day, nothing beats a good business, or several businesses, because after the Money Fronts DLC, we now have 25 businesses in this game, which is an insane amount just to think about. But the good news is that you don't have to own every single one of them. If you're new to the game, you can build your way up by purchasing the best ones early on, and getting the less desirable businesses later, just to play around some different types of content and have some fun and variety. Not every business is created equal, and some are simply better than others, which is why last year I created a complete ranking list for every single business in GTA Online, starting with garbage tier at the bottom and going all the way up to god tier at the top. Well, guess what? We're about to do it again, except updated for the year 2005, and this time I'll also include the new Mackenzie Airfield as well as the new Hands Car Wash businesses to see how these new entries stack up against the car. And once again, starting things off at the bottom of our list, we've got the defending champion of trash, the Document Forgery Office. Claims its title once again as the single worst business in the entire game at the bottom of. Not only is the payout abysmal at just $20,000 per hour with upgrades by the way, but the locations are also super poor because none of them are close to your other businesses. I mean, look at this. Asian Island, Grapeseed, there's even one all the way up in Polito Bay. And if you don't own something like an Oppressor or a Sparrow, this is straight up torture, just traveling between these locations. The only decent one is going to be in Textile City, but even then it's easily the worst MC business in the game without a doubt. You could literally make more money by doing daily activities, and those take less time than running the document office. Number 2 on my list is going to be the Arena Workshop. While the recent DLC has actually doubled permanently the amount of arena points you get from playing, it's still far from ideal as we need a complete overhaul of the payout structure and content variety to make this aging business appealing. As of now, the only reason you need to own this business is if you just like how the Arena War vehicles look, and I'll admit they are pretty sick, like the ZR380, the Cerberus, as well as the Apocalypse Dominator, but unless you're building some sort of Mad Max garage, this business isn't really worth owning for money. Plus, nobody even plays Arena War these days, so half the time you'll just be sitting in an empty waiting for players. Now, one tier up from garbage tier is the bad tier. And these businesses are going to be slightly better than the last two in terms of payout and quality of content. But I still advise against them if you're a serious grinder because they're just not worth the investment. Take, for example, the high-end apartment, which gives you access to the 5 OG heists. These did get a payout buff in 2020, but they still aren't really worth your time unless you're a new player and have literally never played them before. Even then, you can just get invited to these heists, and you don't have to actually own the high-end apartment unless you're the one hosting. For new players, this is definitely not a great way to make money, and that's why I'm relegating it to the B tier, even if you want to purchase a bunch of high-end apartments, have extra garage space and basic too.
Domino's specialty pizzas are Domino's best pizzas, and we love that for them.
There's a Harbor Freight store in your neighborhood, so stop by, neighbor.
The next entry in the bad tier is the facility. Now, if you're a super rich guy in GTA Online with $1 million there as well as a tank to store, you might actually be interested in purchasing a facility. By itself, this business doesn't really offer anything, which is why I put it in the bad tier. But if you really enjoy the Doomsday Heist, you might just rank it higher. Yes, I'm talking about all you Bogdan problem. I personally feel like the Doomsday Heist, though, just isn't worth it to grind for money as a solo player because it takes way too long, but if you got players in your friend group who like a challenge, it might be the perfect heist for you because of the added complexity and high-stakes gameplay. By the way, owning a facility also gives you access to the orbital laser cannon, which is the most expensive way of killing someone in the game, and lets people know that you've got cash to burn. Quite literally, because the guided shot costs a whopping 700. Alright, now that we've dealt with the garbage and the bad tiers, let's talk about the next tier. This one includes businesses that aren't absolutely terrible, but they aren't exactly that great either, which makes them mid-tier. First, we've got the Bail Office, which was introduced in June of 2024 with the bottom dollar bounties. And I know it wasn't received super well at the time, but I personally don't really mind it too much these days because I can just log in, get done with a quick most wanted bounty for $125,000 on average, grab the money from my safe that my agents collected from the previous time I was there, and go on with the rest of my grind. However, the Bail Office payout overall is average once you upfront investment upgrades. It isn't all that impressive unless you really like grinding the same standard bounty targets over and over and over, which in this case is technically possible to make $150,000 an hour at the expense of your sanity. That's why I don't really recommend this to grinders or even new players, because there are so many better options at cheaper price points. By the way, you can buy bail agents to boost your passive income with the Bail Office. And these guys cost $750,000 each to play, and they bring in a measly $20,000 combined. So yeah, definitely not going to be worth it for most. That's why I'm ranking it, even though I use it every single day. And also, if you accidentally kill a bounty target, you lose 75% of your income off the bat. So having a stun gun, absolute must with this business. So you want to fill up the local war with body bags every time you drive out to grab a bounty. For now, I'm going to put the Bail Office in the upper half of mid-tier, but that's where it stays until Rockstar either buffs the payouts or they add more targets with. The next mid-tier business is going to be the Walter White Math Lab, where you can make shiny blue crystals that supply the youth online with the motivation they need to go on a murderous rampage throughout the city of Los Santos. While the Math Lab can pump out $40,000 an hour with upgrades, it doesn't quite reach the level of the Cola lockup, and so I'm going to leave this one in mid-tier. And now it's time to discuss an MC business that's been buffed with the recent money front steal. I'm talking about the Grass Farm. We'll pay you out 35% more now if you own on the Watergrass Dispensary, but is that enough of an upgrade to take the wheat farm into the good tier? I don't quite think so, but I'm going to put it close to the top of it. Almost at the level of good tier. We're not quite there yet because we still get multiple delivery vehicles every time we want to do a delivery with a. And if you're a solo player, that could be a major pain in the butt because you may get a dodo or a garbage truck sell mission. That takes forever to drive around the city. Then you have to fly back to the next vehicle on your Sparrow or Oppressor and do it all over again a few times. Sure, they did remove the post-op bans, but that's like applying a bandage to a giant gaping wound. If you want to just farm MC businesses, it can take up your entire day of playing GTA Online, and it's not that fun to do. If you have a squad, yeah, the Grass Farm is going to make it into the good tier for you, but if you're solo, like most of the people watching this channel, I'm going to say it still belongs in the mid tier. A couple of slots higher
What
than
kind of car
where it was
you
last
have,
time
Frank?
for sure, but still, in my opinion. And remember, that 35% bonus only applies to sell missions you do from the laptop. That doesn't apply to street mode. Our final mid-tier business, the White Powder Llama, is one of the best MC businesses in the game
and earns itself a well-deserved
Thanks
spot
for
at the top
joining
of mid-tier
YK.
due to its solid payout and passive nature. Similar to other MC businesses like the Bunker, all you have to do is purchase resupplies and go on the occasional sell mission to make over $60,000 an hour. And yes, you can definitely cosplay as Tony Montana while doing it. Alright,
what
now
car
we're
is
finally in
this?
the good tier. My first entry in this tier is going to be the Counterfeit Cash Factory, which also has received a 35% buff with this update. And if you own the car wash, you can now make close to $500,000 with the full bar of product. The only reason I'm including it in here is because of the payout, which is
Oh, I got a
surprisingly a
rare
bit
card.
higher than even with the Coca-Cola lockup, the previous reigning champion of MC. Yeah, the gross profit is going to be slightly higher with the Coca-Cola lockup as it sells for $525,000. But it also takes quite a bit longer to fill,
yeah,
and the net
no.
profit
I
per
just
hour is
found one,
higher
fam.
now with the Counterfeit Cash Factory.
Oh,
In fact, a Reddit user
Huh?
did the math, and it turns out the Counterfeit
You
Cash
like
Factory
yours.
with the car wash buff applied
Like
is
yours,
on par with the
interior
Acid
and
Lab in
interior.
terms of profit per hour. But obviously, the Acid Lab is so much easier to manage as you can simply just resupply by call.
I just found one right here on the road. Yeah.
Hence, while the Counterfeit Cash Factory makes it into the good tier, it
And you
barely
got a
does
nice
so,
ass color
and
on
it's
it.
the absolute bottom of good tier in my
What
opinion.
color is it?
An upgrade
Oh,
from
it's
last
like
year,
cherry.
absolutely, and also finally worth owning for serious solo grinding players who were indifferent towards MC. That's about it. Vehicle Warehouse is also getting a rank upgrade on my list compared to last time, and I like this business a lot, but on my ranking list, I put it a tier below where it should have been, and that's because
Not
with the
about now.
explanation I said that it takes a lot of work to set up properly. GTA Online
It
players
got
are
a,
lazy,
it
and they'd
got a,
rather the
what do
game
you call that, the one on the top?
probably don't want to deal with that, and that still kind of holds true with this business
No,
nowadays.
in
It
the
still
back.
takes a lot of work to set up, but that doesn't mean once you get it there, it's not an awesome way to make money once you do so. Trick to running this business in its meta fashion is to source and sell top-range vehicles. To
What
do
is
this,
it called?
you first
The
need
one
to
on the
source 10
back?
standard
Man,
range
this shit
vehicles
is
first,
smooth.
and then 10 mid-range vehicles. Make sure you've got no duplicates in there. If you do, sell them. That's
I was
important
driving one
because if
just
you have
like it, and
duplicates
then
and license plates or vehicle types, they
I
won't
passed
count
by it,
towards that 10
and there you
vehicle
go,
number.
another
Then
one.
keep the standard and 10 mid-range vehicles in your warehouse. Never
But
sell
this one
those,
looks
because
rare,
at this
though.
point on, you're guaranteed to only get top-range vehicles anytime you do a source mission. I also recommend grabbing a terabyte because it makes sourcing missions a lot easier, as you don't have to spawn in your CEO office every time you want to start a new source mission. So that's super easy to help as you kind of get the process going while you fill your warehouse with a bunch of vehicles. And that method works perfectly fine, but I've personally done the 12 top range vehicle method on top of the 10 standard and 10 mid range. That way I sell the 12 top range vehicle, I can source it right back. And so what that allows me to do is pick and choose which top range car I get to sell and source. Just be a random top range. I like having that extra control, even if I did more work at the
What is
beginning
a
than
nice color?
necessary. Next up,
My
we've got
first
the
time
bunker.
seeing it,
I'm going to
yeah.
put this one in the good tier as well. The gun running business generates $60,000 an hour with equipment and staff up, which is nothing special, but if you combine it with the ammunition drop-offs, you earn an additional $50,000 for a total of $110,000 an hour. The only downside I can see is that for a solo player, selling a full bunker of product involves sale vehicles, so there's going to be a lot of back and forth most of the time, and that can be avoided in many ways, like only resupplying the bunker once and selling that amount of product once you all those supplies. By the way, don't forget to invest in the research section of your bunker once you've made enough cash, because you can unlock some really good ammo types for your weapons, as well as other weapon upgrades for your vehicles, like mines, mortars, heavy machine guns. A new addition to my list for 2025 is the
You have
Mackenzie
an
Field
MOC?
Hangar. I'm not going to ask you to do the gun running mission. Those are
An
pretty
MOC?
mediocre, but the main reason anyone gets this hangar is so that they can start the Oscar Goose
Huh?
Who Flies Again questline heist, which pays out $500,000 on normal
An
difficulty
MOC.
or $750,000
It's on the war and
hard
stuff.
difficulty for about an hour of work. Pretty lucrative from a money-making
War and stuff.
and worthy of being included on the good tier. The Cluck and Bell farm rate is very similar in the fact that it makes
Huh?
$500,000 that story, but that's basically all it is. It's a series of missions. And
What
so
can I
unlike
save this
the
for?
Mackenzie Field Hangar, with Cluck and Bell, there's no other property or associated with it. It's just Vincent giving you missions that you can use
So
to
you
make
could do
money
the
from. That being
glitch.
said, if you want to consider the Cluck and Bell farm rate a business, then also
Do you have a car in your
just like the
thingy
Oscar
that
Guzman
you
storyline, but the whole operation
that when
is
you
a lot more
resell is like a
business
million?
since you have property and other side missions associated with owning this airfield.
From our
Huh?
olive farms to your table, joy this isn't just tasted, it's felt. Whether there's everyone for dinner or a different one, for this Pompeii, joy always follows.
Leave metal to us, so you get the job done. Metal supermarkets.
Moving on, we've got the arcade, which also sits comfortably in the good tier. And the main reason I put this business in the good tier is
Did you
because
come
of
into
the
my lobby?
casino heist, which is considered by some to be the best in the entire
game alongside Cayo Perico because of just how much cash it pays out. You can also make a small amount of passive cash through your legit arcade business, depending on how many arcade games
I
you have
resend
installed.
it again.
That maxes out at $5,000 per in-game day, which isn't a whole lot, but it does add up over time when you play the game a lot. And on top of that, the arcade also has the Master Control Terminal, and even though it's kind of been replaced by a better version, Terabyte, I know a lot of OG players also have the arcade terminal by now, and that's going to let you resupply all your business and save you tons of time if you set the arcade as one. Then, anytime you're outside, you can just play your Terabyte. The Auto Shop also makes it into the good tier today because you can earn over $400,000 an hour with Auto Shop robbery contracts. Let me explain. First, you get to choose from a roster of 8 total. Most of these pay anywhere from $170,000 to $185,000 per contract, and they take about 25 minutes. But there is one meta contract called the Depository contract, which pays you out a whopping $300,000, even though it doesn't actually take any more time than the normal contract. In fact, you can do it in about 20 minutes. Now, you can't redo the same contract because there is a cooldown, but you can easily make $470,000 an hour by just focusing on the Depository contract combined with the other contract. That's not all. The Auto Shop also unlocks every single vehicle upgrade in the game, irrespective of level, and you get a discount on top of that since you're the shop owner. So if you love tinkering with vehicles and upgrading them, the Auto Shop is one of the coolest purchases. And if you really want to cosplay as a crime lord, you definitely need a CEO office, which can be yours for the bargain price of just $1 million if you go with the Maze Bank West. I'm actually going to put this business in the good tier. I know some of you have questions, so let me explain. By itself, the CEO office isn't all that great on its own. Sure, you can do the export mixed goods missions, which pay $50,000 on a full game. The real reason anyone buys the CEO office is so that they can gain access to this.
Thanks for joining Hans.
I'll show you how to customize or save to your garage super found or stolen on the street. These are very expensive supercars. The problem is that after we arrive at Los Santos Customs, the game sends us...
Right, how's it going, everyone? Mr. Grand Theft Auto 5 video guys how you can luxury cars as your personal vehicle out a garage. So in Grand Theft Auto Online, it requires you to have a garage if you want to be able to update and keep and personalize very nice and luxury vehicles. But with this quick trick that I'm going to show you right now, you're going to be able to get some nice sports and luxury cars for yourself without even owning a garage or apartment. So you just saw me pull up a message from Simeon, and he wanted me to repossess a few cars. Now, he doesn't tell you where these cars on the map are, but if you find them, he'll want you to go to a Los Santos custom shop, want you to respray it. Now, as soon as you pick up one of these cars, you are going to get some cops, so first order of business is to grab the sports or luxury car that he requests, and then lose the cops, and then from there, you're going to want to set your location point to the nearest Los Santos custom shop. And this is fairly simple. It doesn't cost you a ton of money. It's going to cost you like maybe $2,000, $3,000 time I respawn. Live content. Anyways, guys, take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Driving and customizing.
So for this glitch, all you will need is a friend and the car off the street which you want to put in your garage. So first of all, you need to park the car outside of the garage in front of it, and you need to get your friend to watch the car. Next, when you're inside the garage, you need to get a car which you don't really want and you don't mind replacing the car you actually want. So when you're in the car, you need to go to quick job and you need to go to join race. And when it says are you sure, you need to press A and hold accelerate, so RT at the same time, RT and A at the same time. Doing this should glitch you into a lobby. When you get into the lobby, you know you've done it right. All you need to hit is to press B, and when you press B, it'll put you into like this glitched out mode. You need to run really, really quickly outside of your garage and you need to drive your car. This is a very crucial part, otherwise if you did that bit wrong, it might mess up the glitch. So as you can see, it's like glitched out and you're now driving out of your garage in the car which you parked outside. So from here, all you need to do is leave the car and go back into your garage. Now, when you're inside your garage, you need to bring out any single car. It doesn't matter what car it is. Just get inside a random car and drive it outside. This is the next step of the glitch. So when you drove it out, all you need to do is drive it back in, just reverse back in. And as you can see, when you drive your car in, you will notice that your car which you have got off the street is in your garage and is now stored in your garage forever. You can drive it to Los Santos Customs, you can put insurance on it, and you can even customize it. So I hope this glitch has helped you. If it's helped you, make sure to leave a like on the video, and if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and 200 likes on that would be sweet. It's a little Willis game and I hope you enjoyed that.
There's a Harbor Freight store in your neighborhood. And the thing about neighborhoods, they're not made of places. They're made of people. The kind of people who look out for each other. That's why we make hard-working tools that always work with any pro or DIY budget. You see, we treat neighbors like, well, neighbors. The other thing about neighborhoods, it means we're close by. Harbor Freight.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is NoJ456, and today we're going to be showing you a glitch that allows you to store any vehicle that you want and sit out of your garage, whether this be police vehicles, just any type of vehicle that you cannot normally store in your garage. This glitch will allow you to store it in your garage. So let's go ahead and get started. What you need to do is pull whatever vehicle you want to store up to your garage and have the nose of it touching your garage. This can be any garage in front of it. Does not matter. And basically what you want to do is you want to get out of your car and be sprinting as you get out of your car. So you're going to be sprinting away from your car. It doesn't matter which direction you're sprinting. You just need to be sprinting so it does not allow you to close the car door. So if the car door is open, it is ready for the next step of the glitch. And what you need to do is just aim any weapon backwards, and you need to walk backwards slowly towards your car. And you need to be aiming the entire time. As soon as you get close enough to the door, you can press Y, but still hold down the trigger to be aiming. So basically you're aiming as you get into your car, and if you do this correctly, you will have garage and permit. Does not matter. And basically what you want to do is you want to get out of your car and
sprinting as you get out of your car. So you're going to be sprinting away from your car. It doesn't matter which direction you're sprinting. You just need to be sprinting so it does not allow you to close the car door. So if the car door is open, it is ready for the next step of the collision. And what you need to do is just aim any...
They also go a lot of them get with any bicycle into the mobile operations center or into the Avenger. If you don't necessarily want them there, and you can actually change your tires a little bit. You can't choose a different wheel color, but you can apply bulletproof tires, which is such a funny upgrade because bulletproof tires are almost $25,000, which means for some of the bikes, putting on bulletproof tires is going to be 10 to 20 times.
Hey, don't hit my car, bitch. and shit wanna pop up.
What?
Fucking invite to your thing.
I've been inviting you.
Thanks for joining Aiden. Thanks for joining Romy.
Never mind, I'm not in your lobby.
Huh?
Never mind, I'm not in there.
Where you at? You in the public lobby?
No, private. Dude, I'm trying to see any money glitches and shit for this. I'm trying to get hella money, man.
For what?
Yeah. But I tried to find one where like you can get like 50 mil, but he said like I needed one more left, but I didn't. That's why I was like, bro, maybe it don't work no more. glitch.
My mic wasn't working. You guys doing?
In your ass.
You like it?
It's okay.
What else you guys doing?
Your ass.
Make sure I didn't wipe this time, huh?
Just like pig frittata.
What else? What else?
Just like fucking beetle nut.
Beetle.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, cannot. What else? What else?
Just like
Yeah. No, but for what you guys doing?
shit, I don't know. I'm just trying to do these. See if there's any money glitches.
Of course you are. Why? What,
I'm
what
trying
about
to.
Louis?
I have the money glitch right here, bro.
Yeah, look, I need money. Let's see what's up with KO.
Or you cannot store like these cars. Do you know a way, Nathaniel?
What happened?
That this car's too hot to store.
Too hot to store. Try some expensive, like a bunker facility or something like that.
Huh?
Yes, that is like try your bunker or facility or arena workshop. Just like try all of them.
Already on the new one.
Yeah. It's too hot to store. What kind of vehicle do you have?
Huh?
What kind of vehicle do you
I
have?
don't
It's
even.
too hot to store.
I don't even know. Look like Frankie's little coupe car.
Shut your fucking mouth, boy. You hear me, boy?
A little baby car.
Fucking cocksucker jablo.
Cocksucker jablo.
Cocksucker jablo. Are you?
Fucking jello.
You fucking shit. Orang tang.
Orang tang.
Shut the fuck up.
What does udon thing mean again, Louis?
Eat the orange juice.
Did I? You know it.
What you got? What kind of console you have, Nathaniel?
Low key, I don't know.
Xbox One?
Oh, the Xbox I have?
Yeah.
I got the Xbox Series XS, the black one.
Oh, the big one?
Yeah, the big black one.
Oh,
the BBC. The only thing that's old is just my GTA. I'm still using the disc.
Yeah, my shit is Call of Duty stuck in there. Modern Warfare 3. Been in there since 2019. Are you in my lobby?
Nah, put me into the prologue for GTA story mode. I'm finna finish this so it doesn't put me back in here again. Should take like 10 minutes.
Let's try that. Try to see the bunker if I could place it in the bunker.
Thanks for joining buy-in.
Yo, Frank.
What's up, bitch?
You got your KO set up or not? Set that thing up. Okay. At least see what you have. There it is.
This new car, it was so
Ready? Ready?
Hey, you wanna see what I got?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have a new gun? Yeah.
I think I'm joining you guys.
Damn, my rare card's not here no more. Hey.